This is day 9 of our trip in Rome, and this time we went back to the Vatican. I got tickets this time.
I'm excited because we doing the Vatican City right this time because I get to see the Sistine Chapel.
And we are here to go see, yep, the pedophiles.
Bam.
Sorry.
I never in my life thought I was gonna get a chance to see the Sistine Chapel and see the works of great artists like myself. Michelangelo and Raphael and the Room of Maps and the tapestries.
You didn't even know that the Sistine Chapel was in the Vatican. Literally, we're in the Vatican Museum.
Not too much.
You go to the Vatican Museum, it's absolutely stunning. I got a tour there and I realized I hate tour guides. I absolutely despise them.
At one point during this very sacred spiritual experience of seeing art from other great men, the man I chose to spend my life with falls down the stairs behind me. So I'm hearing this happen. I don't even turn around to look. So I said to myself, wait a minute. Let me do what I always do when Ben embarrasses me somewhere that I am out in public. Let me pretend like we don't even know each other. I was listening to the guide. I was a solo traveler, if you will, because Ben don't know how to act. I think like some guy gave him a compliment on his fit.
At one point, someone did give me a compliment, and I don't really know how to take compliments because I don't get them frequently, like ever, like even from my own family. They're sort of lackluster. Take some hints, Amber. Some
guy gave Ben a compliment on his fit, and Ben couldn't even listen to the tour guide after that. He was trying to talk. He was getting close-ups of my edges. My hair had started growing back in, so I was like, I have to leave this man. I have to wander along myself, and I had a great spiritual experience at the Sistine Chapel once I decided to ignore my husband.
I love your style.
Oh, sure. Yeah. So when I receive one, I don't really know how to approach it.
Nice seeing you. Where are you from?
Los Angeles.
From Los Angeles.
Oh yeah.
Man. Far away from here, yeah. Isn't it? Enjoy, yeah.
Thank you. He likes my style. But I was on a whole sexy fit, and it felt good. It felt really good, and I wanted to, you know, have relations with this person who gave me a compliment in the Vatican. Like that would have been so crazy. You know, it's like me, Amber, and this hot guy, right? Threesome in the Vatican.
Oh my. Bonci, 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 bonci.
Bonci, bonci.
There's this delicious thing in Italy called supli. It's basically like a ball of rice or pasta. It's cheese and sauces, and it's just like a deep fried ball. The best supli.
Netflix show Chef's Table. It's all about pizza. One of the episodes is about this guy who created this pizza place called Bonci Bonci. And it's amazing. The pizza is so good, and it's like, you know, tavern style, and it's got all these artisanal kind of toppings. The guy created the artisanal pizza.
I enjoyed the supli more than the pizza. Bonci was one of the first chefs to actually even put pasta in the ball. Up until that point, I think only like rices and cheeses were in the ball. He was the first to make a carbonara and put it in the supli.
Their pizza was amazing, with a good local beer.
There was like a line out the door for the pizza, but if you ever go to Rome, I would highly recommend going to Bonci because the supli was absolutely divine.
Next, that night, we went to the opera. It was stunning.
Figaro, Figaro, Figaro!
In this beautiful church called St. Paul something, St. Paul in the Rocks or something, St. Paul in the Wall. And the acoustics in there, blown away.
That night we saw the 3 Tenors opera, which were these, you know, 3 dudes who were up there singing.
I got the cheapest tickets possible, so we were sitting all the way in the back.
They needed a microphone. If you're still listening to this video, drop a microphone emoji right here because the Tenors needed a mic every now and then.
At one point I did have to use the bathroom, and I went outside, and one of the tenors was like smoking a cigar in between the sets. Intermission, he's smoking outside this fat old cigar, and there was this woman dancing. It was sort of funny. Like there were 3 tenors and then like a single ballet dancer who was dancing, and it sort of felt like what's going on here? I don't know, it felt a little silly, but it was fun.
You know, I grew up listening to like Figaro, you know, which was definitely introduced to me in like a Tom and Jerry episode, right?
At the end of the trip, your funds start to run a little low, and so I didn't splurge on the opera. Amber is also a Philistine, so she didn't have to be right up close.
I like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Literally the other day, I was riding the car with Wild and some Disney songs were playing and Hunchback came on and she was like, next song, mommy, next song. And I was like, no, you gonna listen to this song. This is a classic. What you call me?
A Philistine.
What is that?
A Philistine is someone who doesn't appreciate the arts. Pavarotti.
Pavarotti.
Domingo.
Domingo.
And Carreras.
Carreras.
So these people were
all people I enjoy.
To a very famous trio called the Three Tenors.
They were calling back to a very famous trio called the Three Tenors. They get that right?
Yeah.
Okay. You done?
Mm-hmm.
And in our last video of this series, Ben and I are gonna be reviewing the top 10 things to do in Rome. So opera's definitely gonna be on that list. So be sure to like, subscribe, follow. So be sure to like, subscribe, and
it's not that hard.
So be sure to like and subscribe to It's Amber Wallet on YouTube, and we will see y'all for the final day of 10 days in Italy. Just like literally go down.